Manchester United is through to the quarterfinals of the UEFA Europa League of the year 2022-2023, and that is courtesy of how we've gone ahead to beat Real Betis in their own home by 1-0 scored by Marcus Rashford. Welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys? And where you watching us from? I go by the names of Rock and David. Smash the like button, comment and share. And if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in on a daily. 10 minutes into the second half, Marcus Rashford found himself onto the score sheet after really missing out on two chances. One created to him by Bruno Fernandes, and the other one, he really went in for selfish effort. They would have gone ahead and released Wout Weghorst. And I believe if I told you Wout Weghorst, it can't go well into your memory lane, because you know that if at all he really gives you that chance, you convert it to the back of the net. But Marcus Rashford looked a little bit selfish today, but finally he went in for a very huge shot that went into the lower bottom corner in the 55th minute. United are up and running from drawing at home against Southampton with Casemiro red carded. Today, Erik ten Hag went strong with some changes, resting Rafael Varane for Harry Maguire. And who else was rested? I think the rest of the players really started. I think Luke Shaw was rested too for Malacia, and he really brought in those players. Though we're a little bit shaky with Harry Maguire, I at times saw Lisandro Martinez trying to back at Harry Maguire and shout at him, because the players or the forwards, Jose Perez's, the forwards of Real Betis, were running behind Lisandro Martinez a lot, capitalizing onto the slow pace of Harry Maguire. And you saw that the first chance that they get, it's because Harry Maguire is really slow. Harry Maguire looks like he's in front of the ball, and when the Jose Perez sprints into space, he gets on the ball faster than Harry Maguire. This is why we've always come out and told you that Harry Maguire doesn't suit the team of Manchester United. But all in all, it's good to win away, keep a clean sheet, and obviously players have been rested. Those are all the points that we're going to be discussing in here onto United Matters channel. And let's roll into what the game was like. I'm having Musa Ahmed up, United glory fans. Thank you for watching in. And registering such a win at this kind of a game is really important. Why? I remember in the match preview and in the match build-up telling you that one thing I'll go ahead and really call in for is for us to go ahead fast. God was with us. These players of Real Betis, we are not clinical enough, because if they are clinical, we would have found ourselves 2 goals down at the halftime. That's it. Why? This game has been a game of 2 halves. The first half was played so much in the dominancy of Real Betis, and the second half was played so much in the dominancy of Manchester United. We capitalized on them a lot. We closed them down a lot. And the first half looked like it was their chance to maybe go 2 goals up. And if at all they go 2 goals up, that makes the second half difficult, because they would have gone ahead to run all of us like a headless chicken, because they knew that 1 goal, we draw the game and go to extra time. But they didn't capitalize onto their chances. David De Gea came in through and really made in like 2 saves that were really clinical in the first half. And the first one that you got, he closed the player down very well after the player going past Harry Maguire, and he tried to go for a lower bottom corner. And obviously David De Gea had closed down very well, and things couldn't go the way he wanted. So we were a little bit lucky in the first half, if I might say. Some people might not even want to hear that, but let me tell you and assure you, we were a little bit lucky in the first half. There is a ball that was really hit and curled towards the goal of United, and I think David De Gea just gave it just a tip, and that ball found itself hitting the outside post or the outside side or the outside post of the post, and so it went into a corner kick. So this Real Betis side, I think they came in with a plan of really finding themselves on target in the first 15-20 minutes, because after the first 20 minutes, they looked like they had now known that everything is not going onto plan. We need to go ahead and really replan at halftime. But they were really a very good side that brought the ball to us in the first half, But as you know, Erik ten Hag and his team, they had to keep a clean sheet today, and they really had the best of the game that they deserve to play at Old Trafford. And that is United for you. Smash the like button, comment, and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on the stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Now, this is how our game was. As you look at it, Rio Betis had how many shots? They had 15 shots. United had 17. And that shows you how wasteful. That shows you how wasteful we were, because out of the 17 shots we had, only 4 were on target. It shows you how wasteful we were on the night. Betis had 15 and only 2 were on target. So they are also not clinical enough. To be at a level of being clinical, you need to have half of your chances on target, half of your total shots on target. Now, that meant United needed to really compose themselves better in front of goal. We needed like 8 shots on target. Then Rio Betis, they would have gone ahead to do better and obviously put like 7 on target. But that shows you that both teams really had lots of numbers in the 18 yards box area of their goal to not give the opponents concentration to really bag those shots on target. Rio Betis had 46% ball possession. United had 54%. To me, I think it's okay. Playing away at Rio Betis and you're having such a possession is really something huge. It's really something huge to go on and really do the need and really capitalize onto that. And I think it's something that Erik ten Hag is going to be happy about. Playing away from home and getting a possession of 54% with the hosts having 46, that is something worth a celebration to me. You know, it's really hard. You know, these Spanish sides are known as footballing sides and technical sides. But if at all we come out there and we put up a performance like that, putting them to sword like we've done today, that just shows you how much Ten Hag is going to have to improve us. Then 418 passes completed by Rio Betis. United completed 496 passes. Then 77% passing accuracy by Rio Betis. United had 82% passing accuracy. Then 16 fouls by Rio Betis, 12 fouls by Manchester United. On the foul bit, I'm going to come out and really talk a little bit about it because the referee looked like he was just not to our side. Some calls he made were really unrealistic, like the one he gave Facundo Pellistri a yellow card, the only yellow card we've got in the game. Facundo runs in and really wins the ball, and then he's given a yellow card. You get 0 yellow cards to Rio Betis, 1 yellow card to Manchester United. It all went to a player called Facundo Pellistri, who really had a very magnificent game, and the manager played him 90 minutes. Then 0 red cards to both sides, 0 offsides to Rio Betis, and United had 6. That confirms you that we are going in for those long balls, targeting the pace of Marcus Rashford. And I think out of those offsides, Marcus Rashford got many of them. 6 corners by Rio Betis, and United had 5. And that's how the action went down at the Benito Villamarin Stadium as United found themselves triumphant in that beautiful game of football. And that is United for you, killing and winning by example and taking us to the next level as United in there for you. I'm having Musa Ahmed, Up United, glory fans, thank you for watching in. Then I'm having Adepare Opeyemi, Up United, thank you for watching in. I'm having Chima Peter, Up Man United. Then I'm having Denish Okwera, bravo to United. Then there is Oleyede Joshua. They took over the midfield in the first half. Yeah, that's it. And even the second half, the midfield solution was solved when Sabitzer came in through. When Sabitzer came in through, things changed totally. And they are all in our hands because Casemiro really looked great. And the way he found himself controlling that midfield with Sabitzer was really important. Do you know why? Fred is not a press-resistant player. Fred is not comfortable on the ball. He cannot keep the ball like Sabitzer. But Sabitzer comes in through, and obviously you see a huge revolution in that midfield. Casemiro enjoyed the game, and I think it's a communication sent all out to the people like Fred that I think however much is good, and has been good and scoring very many goals. He's not that player that we should come out and really reckon with in that midfield of Manchester United. That's it. You can't come out and tell me that Fred can play ahead of Sabitzer. Look at how Sabitzer came in through. You get ice cold, confident, secure with the ball, having shots on target. You get releasing players. You get in tight spaces is great. He really feels himself okay with the ball every time. So I think he should be the ideal partner of Casemiro. And I think there is some bit of bad luck between Casemiro and Sabitzer. As Casemiro is available, Sabitzer is injured. When Sabitzer is available, Casemiro has been red carded again. Remember, the first game that Sabitzer made his debut for Manchester United was against Crystal Palace. He came through on the field of play, and Casemiro was red carded in that game of Crystal Palace. So they've not gotten a chance to play together a lot, but every time you see them play together, you see a lot of improvement in that midfield. Like today, they are playing the double pivot. In the game of West Ham, he played the double pivot with Casemiro, and you saw everything coming our way, and that is the power of Sabitzer. So I pray to eat that. I pray to eat that Sabitzer keeps fit, such that when the games of Fulham, Brentford, Everton, and Newcastle are done, we are having in a player called Sabitzer available as he plays in the double pivot with Casemiro, welcoming him. And I think that will be something great for us as the fans of Manchester United, because quality complements quality. That's what people don't know. Quality complements quality. And I think it's one of the things we should go in and really call in for every game here onto this channel, because you can't come out and tell me that you wouldn't like to see Sabitzer playing alongside Casemiro. We all like that. We all like that. Not so? We would all love to see Casemiro playing alongside Sabitzer. And Sabitzer really had a very beautiful game when he came on through. And you see how Casemiro is free with him. Each and every time he's really giving him the ball because he's not afraid of him. He knows he's press resistant. You get him that ball, he's going to keep it very, 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 very well. So to me, I see that as the ideal partnership that we should be having at Manchester United, playing in the double pivot, because they have the minerals to complement the team very, very well and really give us the best that we deserve. So Fred needs to do a little bit of homework in his way of playing into that position, because Sabitzer has a lot of minerals that he adds to the team. Then I'm having Patrick Mwanga. I tried to predict the game, but eventually we won. I'm a United fan, but we played. I think it was a game of two halves. It was a game of two halves. In the first half, it was Rio Betis all over us. Second half, we were all over them. And continuing to talk about the Sabitzer effect, after us scoring that goal, and Sabitzer came on the field of play, did you see how we really went ahead to really attack? You get it turned into an end-to-end game. We were attacking left, right, and center as Manchester United. And again, a team called Rio Betis also tried to open up so they really gate themselves on target to find up goals. But we looked solid at the back, though Harry Maguire was really a calamity. And Lisandro Martinez even tried to shout at him because he couldn't stand playing alongside him. But Sabitzer gave us a different dimension that Freddie couldn't give us. And when he brought on, when he brought on Sancho, another press-resistant player, it was really one of those substitutions that really enjoyed the game today. You saw how hard he pressed, how hard he got the game, though he was a little bit selfish sometimes. I believe he would have gone in for that extra touch or an assist to really create chances for his fellow players, but he couldn't go in through and do the needful. Then let me talk about Pellistri Facundo. Guys, Facundo Pellistri was one of those players that really showed up today, and I think he has really utilized his chance. A message has been sent well to Erik ten Hag that a position of the right attacking midfield is one of those that Pellistri best plays at at Manchester United. Look at how the young man went in through and played very, very well today. You get, Amid is having a sloppy start in the first half. Second half, he grew so much into the game. I just like Pellistri today. You know, he gets the ball, he acts well in tight spaces, he's not afraid amidst his size, having a low center of gravity. Pellistri found himself go past very many players, and obviously being a threat onto that right attacking side of the midfield. And obviously, you're playing away from home. You expect a lot from Pellistri every time you are playing at home. Pellistri is one of those players that has put in what we call a man of the match performance. And Ten Hag has also rewarded him by not even taking him off the field of play and giving him the required minutes he desired as a player because of the performances put in through. Where Anton is, I know he was watching this game. I think he is checking himself. You know, Pellistri's performance is really top class today. It has been masterclass. And obviously, for a player who had not played 90 minutes for Manchester United in any competitive game, to come out today and really play that much, it is a message well sent to the manager that, please, on Sunday, consider starting me in that lineup against Fulham. If at all I can play at this level while I'm away from home, how is it going to be if at all you start me against Fulham? Because his work rate is really immense. There is no occasion that I saw him not tracking back to help Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He tracked back and helped Aaron Wan-Bissaka on several occasions. That is Facundo Pellistri for you. He was a player that really put in the effort, and it was well desired. And I think most of you are really 100% okay with the player, with the performance he really put in through as we really beat Rio Betis. The other point I want to talk about is the clean sheet we kept. To me, I like it when we keep clean sheets because that shows you how good we are going and how improving we are going. Amidst us being away, playing in a stadium that had a capacity of close to 60,000 fans, expecting close to 550,000 fans belonging to Rio Betis, that brings you into a situation of really not having a home advantage. You saw to it that the referee gave them a lot of 50-50 calls because they're at home and they're really booing and screaming. But the mentality and maturity of United players is increasingly growing, and you would love to see to it that you see this game in, game out. Now, we kept a clean sheet against Southampton when we were 10 men. Again today, we've gone ahead to keep a clean sheet today away from home. You know, these Spanish sides are really sides that really keep clean, really don't allow you to keep clean sheets because of how technically gifted they are. When you went to Barcelona, it ended 2-2. We never kept a clean sheet about Barcelona, but this time around at Rio Betis, a clean sheet has been kept, and I think it's one of those things that we should go ahead and really discuss about and be celebrant about, because David De Gea is extending his clean sheets, I think, to 184 now, because he kept a clean sheet on Sunday as we drew with a team known as Southampton. But keeping a clean sheet, Harry Maguire wanted to deny us to keep a clean sheet. Harry Bloody Maguire had really gone against us. I think he had really surrendered us to the wolves to be eaten, because the way he really was run past by those forwards of Rio Betis, it was really insane. That's why you saw to it that Lisandro Martinez reached an extent when he's really backing at him. Why? They knew that Lisandro Martinez was a rock. He's fast, he's hard. You can't go past him like that. So they decided to utilize the right side of the central defense. And if I told you to remember, every time our defense looks like it was exposed, it was because of Harry Maguire's incompetency of running and really closing down those players. That's why you saw to it that Bissaka was not really overlapping and going forward a lot because of Harry Maguire. But if I told you he was playing with Rafael Varane as a player playing on the right side of the central defense, you would have found him overlapping a lot. The same applies to Malacia. He knew the problem we had, because if he goes and leaves that area open, then would be exposed because of Harry Maguire. So in a nutshell, Harry Maguire is a liability to this club. He's not that player that you would love to see start a game like this. I think you start him at Old Trafford, because away, it's pretty hard. But although he made a brilliant tackle towards the end of the first half, but I'm not pleased with Harry Maguire. Every time I come in through, I really feel like Harry Maguire is a calamity in this central defense of United, and we need to get a more prolific centre-back that is going to come in through and really get the job done and dusted for Manchester United. I'm having comment zone. I love United forever. We are doing well, all thanks to the manager Erik ten Hag. Yeah, the manager has really gone ahead to revive United to the levels that we all want United to be. Smash the like button, guys. We're having 100 people watching in, and only 14 have smashed the like button. Smash the like button, guys. Thank you for really showing support for Erik ten Hag. He deserves it because he is really one of those managers that has really gone ahead to give us the best of smiles ever since Sir Alex Ferguson left. The hopes are high, and I think next season we are good to go to compete for very many trophies. Umal Twinao Mugisha, for sure. I've liked the way Pellistri plays today. He's confident enough. Guys, Pellistri is just a sublime spaceman on the right side. The way he cuts inside, the interplays he has really made with the players, he has interchanged passes very well. You know, he's a player that makes you think that maybe we hurried to buy in Anthony. The manager would have gone ahead to give Amad Diallo and Facundo Pellistri maybe a little bit of a chance to go in and really play. But I think we shouldn't mourn about Anthony's coming, but let's be celebrant about the presence of Pellistri, because Anthony can't play or can't keep himself fit. This time has been out like 5-6 times this season. I think he's next to Antoine Martial on a player who has gone ahead to miss out on very many games of Manchester United. Towards the World Cup, he was injured. He returned. He played 1-2 games. He went back. Even after he returned, he got another injury. So he's a player that you can't rely on. But Facundo Pellistri, I've seen him play for the national team of Uruguay. He's that player that will always keep himself available for the team of Manchester United. Then we are having today, Rashford was very wasteful. Yeah, even in the first half, instead of thinking about a pass, he wanted to squeeze himself through, to make hard things, to go through the forest of legs surrounding him, blocking him. And I find it naive for Rashford to be doing such things. You know, you are seeing 3 players in front of you and you are deciding to go past them. We know that Rashford is not one of those players that you are going to go ahead and really call a trickery every time he's having the ball. His skill set is really alarming. That's it. He only operates well when there is yards of space ahead of him. That is Marcus Rashford for you. And I think he should find himself a better way to really give us the best of things that we deserve at Manchester United by going in for a pass like his fellow players. Every time they get the ball, they pass him in, they feed him in. He had a chance in the first half to really the second half to release Weghorst. He went in for selfish effort and he hit it over the bar. He was like shooting into the rugby goal. The commentator asked himself, where was he shooting? Weghorst was really asking for the ball that, please, get me that pass, get me that assist. When I score, the assist will be counted onto you. That's it. He did the same thing in the game of Southampton. Around the 10th minute of the game, Bruno releases him. Instead of going in for cutback or a square to find Weghorst, he goes in for selfish effort. And guess what? The goalkeeper saves it. Even today, he had another chance. Bruno released him, and he went in for a selfish effort again. To me, I think this is one of those things that Erik ten Hag should tell Rashford, that not every day we are going to be coming in through and obviously put ourselves online to not score such chances. Such chances happen once in a while. And in the game like Rio Betis, we've been lucky that we've created many of those, though they've not gone to the back of the net, and Rashford has gone in has pulled a trigger 25 yards away from goal, and it went to the back of the net. That's being lucky, guys. But on another day like that of Southampton, you miss out on such a chance, your player gets a red card, and when your player gets a red card, obviously, you find yourself one man down. What happens? We suffer a draw, yet we'd have gone ahead to get a red card when we are a player or when we are a goal up the opponent they're playing with. But Rashford went ahead to put in a very good shot that really gave us a win, and he has gone ahead to score his 27th goal this season. He looks like he's unstoppable. And I think he's 3 goals away from hitting 30 goals. For the very first time in his career, Rashford is going to hit 30 goals, and that's going to be a very huge milestone for a player known as Marcus Rashford. But he should improve on those things. But all he does, he's going to be one of those players that we are going to be rejoicing about every game that we play as United. Then Carole Moses Pasco, they have played well today so far. Yeah, I believe in the second half we looked a little bit sloppy, and I understood why. The stadium looked like slippery because I saw Rashford slipping off, all getting off his foot and falling down. He couldn't keep himself on the feet. Pellistri on several occasions. Who else did I see? Bruno Fernandes and very many others. Close to 3-4 players in the first half. I saw them slipping off the pitch, and I think they had not known the pitch very well. Maybe in the second half they changed the boots, and obviously they found themselves keeping their studs on the ground every time they are playing. So United played well, especially the second half. As I told you, it was a game of two halves, with Rio Betis overtaking the first half and having the best chances of the game. The second half belonged to Manchester United. Then Carole Moses Pasco Elanga deserved bench forever because he's selfish on the pitch. Yeah, on 3-4 occasions, he would have gone ahead to find that assist or that final ball to a player of United, but he couldn't. He couldn't at any second find that final ball for a United player. Something that I really find obscene for a player who has been kept off the bench, and you're having a chance to play for Manchester United because Garnacho is injured. Why do you go in for those shots? They're uncalled for. You get, they're like 3-4 players ahead of you, blocking you, and you try to go in for such shots. I think some players don't take their chances. I think this was a game that had opened up, and it was high time he really went ahead to find himself in positions of really killing off the game by finding the final ball to his fellow United players and send a clear message to the manager of Manchester United, Erik ten Hag, that I'm really ready to come in and really get this done and dusted. That is a player known as Elanga. I think he has denied himself a chance, because you come out and play like that. No way ten Hag is going to come out and really trust you, especially in the games that you're going in when Garnacho is really injured. Sorry about that. Cozy A, I'm glad you pointed that out. Whenever I see Harry Maguire named, I get scared. The same applies to me. I'm scared because he's not that kind of man that you can trust in your central defense, because even when he's played alongside Rafael Varane, he looks bad. Even when he's played alongside Lisandro Martinez, he looks bad. So people have always come out and say that the reason as to why others look better is because they are partnered with Lisandro Martinez. Even today, Lisandro Martinez has been partnered with Harry Maguire. Have you seen how Harry Maguire has been? He has been too sloppy for this game, and he could have costed us a very crucial win for us. Smash the like button, guys. Comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Now, I'm having Niwamanya Osbat. Congratulations to Manchester United fans. Osbat Kisizi Falls, thank you for watching in. Osbat for watching in. And obviously, thank you for keeping it United Matters channel always. And your thoughts are always taken in. Kamuhanda, Jonane, shining like a start United. Guys, you know, these are wins you need to get away from home, get back home, prepare for the game of Fulham. And I think Ten Hag is going to get the players on the plane immediately. At around midnight, they would have already arrived in Manchester. Rest, prepare for what we call the recovery training. That is tomorrow evening. That is Friday. Train Saturday and entertain Fulham at Old Trafford. Another cup tournament that we need to see ourselves go through and not down tools as Manchester United. Then come Handa Jonan. I like the efforts in the second half. The second half was really the time when I felt like United epitomized this game. The second half was really good. It was super nice. You get? We were terrific, and we just found ourselves in positions of really killing off and really swatting this team of Rio Betis. We showed the difference that United is having better players in the second half. I think Ten Hag told them that, please, just go ahead and really make some extra touches. Don't panic. just find yourself in positions of really scoring goals, and let's play the game. Let's enjoy the game because we are already 3 goals up. No reason for us to go all out and really try to fidget. So Ten Hag really told them that message, and it went down well into their medulla oblongatis, and these players really gave us the eye orgasm that we expected into the second half. Then Daniel Ibanda, I'm imagining Facundo Pellistri, Garnacho, Amad Diallo, and maybe Greenwood. To me, I believe that dream is going to come true. That dream is going to come through. We are going to be having those players at Old Trafford. And their age bracket, all they are 22, 21, 20. That is really going to be a very good breed. And what do they have all in common? Most of them come from the academy of Manchester United: Garnacho, Greenwood, Amad Diallo, Facundo Pellistri, and Amad Diallo were just signed at the age of 18. But that means they came in when they're still young. And for that, I would like to credit the scouting team of Manchester United for Garnacho, Facundo Pellistri, and Amad Diallo. Those players are really immensely talented. And now God has blessed them with a manager known as Erik ten Hag that is so much famous on really grooming young talent. And I think they're in the right hands of the manager. Hey, Daniel, really Rashi has done. Rashi has scored, but he has scored the hardest goal of all. Do you know that? The goal he has scored is the hardest. That's it. The simple goal has failed him. 2 simple goals. He has gone ahead to fail himself. That's it. Because he never needed to go all out to shoot. It was all about finding Weghorst into that area. And I think it's going back to the Rashford that we used to really criticize or slate at the beginning of the season. Going in for such uncalled for efforts. An extra pass, an assist is also like a goal. Right now, Rashford has close to 7 assists and 27 goals. And that's why in football, there is a word known as goal involvement, combining the assists and the goals. Rashford, he would have gone ahead to put in those assists. If at all they went in through and Weghorst scored them, would have been here saying Rashford on target with 2 assists. So I believe, apart from the shot he makes into the back of the net, I don't remember anything good that Rashford did on field of play. I'm sorry to say. And the player ratings that I'm going to make after this video are really going to come out and really reflect that very well, because to me, I believe Rashford really gave us a lot of pain than happiness in this game. Though he scores and exonerates himself, to me, he's not walking away with it, because the game of Southampton, we draw because of him. That's it. We draw because of him. If Rashford gets a cutback to Weghorst the first 10 minutes, we score that goal. Casemiro might not even have gotten a red card because would have been a goal up and would have said, all right, no need to take this tackle because we already scored. Even if the goal goes in, it's going to be an equalizer. So that's my thinking about it. So the selfishness of Rashford will always cost us. Then, David, thinking about what you said about Anthony, I'm beginning to think Erik ten Hag is resting all on disciplinary, not injured or sick. That's it to me. I think it's a disciplinary issue that is trying to sort out for this man, because he can't be ill like that every time. He can't be ill like that every time. You know, I've seen these players whom he says that are ill. Do you know that they just come back and train one game and he brings them back into the team? Someone who is ill just can't train like that. So I believe there is a disciplinary issue that Ten Hag is really handling in between him and Anthony. And I think it's all about his performance on the field of play. And the onus is on the manager, Erik ten Hag, to get him playing the game. He has to get him playing the ball. Do you know why? People will slate him if at all he benches him. See what's happening at Chelsea. Mokalo Modric, a player of 100 million euros, has been benched. And he only came to life when they are playing Leicester City. He played 90 minutes. He put up an assist and his goal that was really cancelled. But every time you don't play such a player, pressure will mount on you. And for the manager of Chelsea, it's a little bit different. You know why? He's not the one who signed the player. And that allegation will be taken right, even if it's Graham Potter who sanctioned the signing of the player. Do you know why? Because we know Tony Boyle just went anyhowly to buy players. So for him, he will be exonerated. But Erik ten Hag, he's known for being an admirer of Antony from Ajax to Manchester United. And he gave green light for United to pay that amount of money. That is 100 million euros to get him in. So he needs to keep him in the field of play to do the needful. And I think Antony has not given himself a chance. Why? He doesn't know the breed of players that United are having good in that position. One, Pellistri Facundo, he has put in a very huge performance today that we believe he should even start the game of Fulham. Then another player is known as Greenwood, if at all he comes back. And Amad Diallo is another brilliant player who plays well onto that side. There is even Sancho. So Antony has not given himself a chance and is affecting himself because Ten Hag will say, all right, I've given you a full season. You are not showing up and Amad Diallo is back here tearing up things and scoring in goals. Why should I start you? Go back and on my bench. Then Awaiko Elvis, up United, Rashford on. I really love the play of Pellistri today. Guys, if you don't love the play of Pellistri today, then you are just a sadist. You know, Pellistri has really put in what we call magnificent play today. He's really one of those players that has really given United a very beautiful display that we need to go ahead and really think of whether he starts in the game of Fulham or not, depending on who is available. Tokizi, I'm glad to see Casemiro and Sabitzer playing together. And when they play together, you saw the magic. As I told you, iron sharpens iron. Quality complements quality. Sabitzer's quality is undoubtedly way up more than that of Fred and Scott McTominay. That is Sabitzer for you. The composure he's brought in the field of play was really out of this world. Then I'm having Godwin Ambassador. Guys, smash the like button to 30 because only 20 people have smashed the like button. Godwin Ambassador, nice game today from Nigeria, Africa. Keep up the good work. My brother from Africa, nice bro. Nice job, bro. I really appreciate. May God keep your strength. May God keep you, strengthens you and your family. Thank you very much. May him do the same thing to you, Mr. Godwin Ambassador. And thank you for really loving Manchester United. Then we are having Carole Moses Pasco. We are in quarterfinals, and we are in the quarterfinals. And on Sunday, we are going for the semifinals. Ha ha ha! Man United brings me to be pregnant. All right, that is Moses Caspo, and that's it. On Sunday, we want to go to the semifinal. It's really going to be a hard game. But I think God has favored us that it's at Old Trafford. If it was really another game away from home, playing at Craven Cottage, it would have really been hard for us. But we are going to be playing at Old Trafford, having those fans rallying behind us, 76,000 fans are around behind us. I think it's really going to be so much important for us. And the game being at Old Trafford is really another positive and boost for us to go on and running. And secondly, about that, allow me to talk about the rested players today. I think Rafael Varane has not played even a single minute. Luke Shaw has not played even a single minute. I've seen Scott McTominay rested because I know Scott McTominay is going to start in the game of Fulham. Then Sabitzer has played like 30 minutes. Bruno has been rested. Good to see him being rested. That's a very nice gesture by Erik ten Hag, and it walks down well into my appreciation notes. Which other player has been rested? I think. So on Sunday, we are going to see some fresh players like Luke Shaw, Rafael Varane, Diego Dallo, Sabitzer, maybe Scott McTominay. We might see a little bit of, I think Pellistri might start, or Sancho might start. I think Sancho might start also rested. So I think we are going to be having a very good squad as we take on a side called Fulham at Old Trafford. Then Conmat Media, Man United going for the treble if we win Fulham on Sunday and we are on a semi-final. Erik ten Hag has magic. That's it. I think all that is possible. It's all possible because this team is really winning together. As Erik ten Hag said, we lose together and we win what? We win together. So thank you guys for watching through. Smash the like button, comment and share. And it has been nice having you on this channel. And thank you whoever's gonna hate to do the needful and really talk about this beautiful game of football. I think all the points I noted about, I think I've talked about them. And Pellistri, Sabitzer, Maguire, Rashford, clean sheet. All right, guys, why not I say bye-bye for now and see you later? Then I'm having Tokizeke Pellistri is putting some of the senior players to shame. I like to see him move on. That's it. I would also love to see Pellistri start in the team of Manchester United. That's it. I would love to see him start on Sunday. You know, one thing I've known about Erik ten Hag is that he rewards a player for his performances. Pellistri has performed very well today. Give him another game. Start on Sunday. Let him go to Uruguay, get in those minutes in his legs, and then returns to Old Trafford. And then he plays even away at Newcastle. So, guys, may the Almighty God bless you abundantly. I'm returning with a segment known as How It Happened. I'm out. Bye-bye.